I think I'm gonna try to get. Okay, so I know I told you that we'd be back in 2 days to do a concrete repair at Mustang Spring. Well, 3 or 4 days have gone by, and the spring's running really well. Woo! You can see the water running. Right there. So the spring's working. And my grandfather used to tell me, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Only he said it like this: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Anyway, that's an ode to my grandfather. And my grandmother, when I'd go to her with a problem, she'd say, sometimes it bees that way. Isn't that the truth? Turns out all the time it bees that way. Hi guys. I'm just gonna set up some cameras and then I'm gonna get out of here and let you drink. Okay? I can't get over how beautiful these horses are running back and forth, and the lovely blue sky in the background. Look at those horses coming in over the ridge. More horses. This is great. This spring runs well until these horses come in and really mess with it. And when they mess with it, they mess with it. Okay, I'll be out of here in a minute. They were most curious when I was there setting the cameras up. This is a group of horses I'm sure you've all seen before in some of my earlier episodes. They know me. They know I'm the water guy. At least I think they do. If you watch this all the way through, you get to see some really nice shadows of these horses. I followed them for 10 or 15 miles after they got done drinking here today, and some of the footage turned out quite extraordinary. Stick around and watch it. Tell me if you agree. I think you will. I left this footage in because I like to see horses running, and I like to see their reflection on the water. Water that wouldn't have been there if it wouldn't have been we came by and unplugged it. I think it's just extraordinary. And the horses are happy. They'll be even happier when I get out of here, though, which is pretty quick. Look at those clouds. Look at that sky. I guess I'm just now finally getting around to setting up my cameras, but got some footage of them while I was putting the settings on the cameras and making sure the batteries were charged up and plugged in. I can record for 8.5 hours with this rig. Got a battery pack for the 360 and a battery pack for the hoof cam, trademark. There's the hoof cam. And here's me getting the heck out of here. These horses know I'm going. Look at them. Have fun, horses. Beautiful horses. Nice shot. Clean, clear water here. A lot of animals use this. I haven't seen any antelope in probably 3 weeks or so. I guess they are migratory. I wonder if these Mustangs are migratory. I really do. I mean, I know that they're migratory in a certain sense, in that they move from area to area as the food source is available, and they can't get too awful far in any direction because after 100 miles or so, they're going to run into highway somewhere, and that's all fenced. You can hardly get over how beautiful a day it was. When they stop here, they do take on the water. Wonder how many gallons they can drink in a minute. I know I've seen this pond visibly go down when I had a group of like 10 horses in here, and then a bunch of donkeys came in afterwards, and you could see that it was a smaller pool. That's a joke. Shadow cam. Bet you thought it was going to say hoof cam, didn't you? Now, this group, interestingly, came in and ran back and forth while I was setting the cameras up, and then drank, and then left. And I haven't cut any of it. This is their entire stop at the watering hole, which is uncharacteristic of my editing because the horses usually hang out for, gosh, 20, 30, 40 minutes anyway. But these ones, they came in and drank. That's why I wonder if they're migratory, because they came in here knowing there was water here. Then they drank their fill. And then they headed out into the wilderness, and they went an awful long ways. This is where I like the hoof cam views, because you can really look at those hoofs. Look how shiny. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? That horsey's messing with my camera. Cute as can be. Look at that. I consider myself so fortunate to have the time, resources, and wherewithal to go out and set cameras so that I can review it later and see such extraordinary stuff. This, to me, is magic. Pure magic. And as I was saying, they drank their fill. Then they moseyed on out. And you know me, I threw my drone up in the air, and I'm going to follow them. Let's see where they go. Thanks for watching Abandoned and Forgotten Footage. Remember, let's be good to one another, huh? It's time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. And when you watch all the way through, it makes the algorithm go kooky.